Welcome to another episode of video on my Arduino Yun, which runs partly Linux and is mounted by a storage device on the USB host port for data storage, of course, connected by Ethernet to a network so I can easily access it and upload. Then connected to two fischertechnik motors with propellers and a phototransistor with lamp, and with the probes connected to this oscilloscope set to measure voltages and slopes of voltages. Last time the problem was that, and I finished with that, that the data was not stored correctly to import into Octave. And Octave is a kind of MATLAB free version, and you can do nice things if you have it in a nice way organized. Now this motor works. More or less corresponding to the pot meters. This I'm less sure about. I need to test the wiring to the source, but I will connect it to the mains as well, power, to see if that gives a nice signal. Apart from that, I do need to see how I can organize the data printed to the text file in order to read it. That's crucial. But first let me see if I can organize this wire so it works with the phototransistor. And to accomplish that, I need to have it really about. Unfortunately, it's not a solid braid, so I have to well, try this way. It should be connected. But will it? Okay, now I can see that the lamp is actually doing something. And if you look closely, there is a light burning inside. And now the question is, with this probe, if it actually is doing something. Well, looking here, it is set to 5 volts, this line. So selecting this line, so now you see something happen, but it's now half a volt. The total thing is half a volt. So it's very, very little voltage coming over it. Barely measurable. Anyway, let's look at the code and see if the data can be more structured. Oh, and of course I want to test everything. So let's do that. Oh, this doesn't work because I haven't given input yet. And now the lower line, the lowest line, gives a nice pulse width modulation signal, which is very good. So let's see. This is very good. How about this one? Also very good. So that is tested alright. Now let's see the data. Alright, well, here we have the data file, and there was some data added last time. There we go. And this data was in tabs, and this data wasn't in tabs yet. So what to do? Well, first thing first, go to all the data, that is here, and actually no, because here I start putting the data in table heads, and here I put everything like this, and now I have a problem because here it says lost data and then a new line. However, I want new stuff not in here. I wanted everything out there. Comes another point, much less nice. I need to remove this file because it keeps adding and adding, and when I look at the I need to remove it. So wait, let's move it again. So this is what I'm looking at, and then what does it look like? It's all root. I want to remove it because the structure has to be entirely new. Remove forced. Is it indeed removed? No, it's not removed. On the other hand, it is now 100. That surprises me. How can something you delete immediately get that large? Alright, so home says here, and that means that although nothing is written, apparently new lines are being written all the time. Is that wise? Not necessarily. So I need to find a trick on this. And apart from that, what I also need to do, since this program is being run endlessly, I need to make sure that those values that I need in a column, that those are actually indeed being written at first. So they need to be added, not here. Where did I add them anyway? Here. So how am I going to put that nicely? I think I should put such a thing right here with everything in it, and then just write all the data. But there comes a trick. I need it in the right column. So that's another point. How do I read it into the right column? Very good question, and I don't have the answer. In the meantime, one propeller is standing still, and let's see if this adds to it. Yes. Oh, I see another problem. The potmeter doesn't respond. Okay, so the other screwdriver isn't good for this purpose. Anyway, what to do? Okay, now how to get things running, because nothing has been written yet reasonably into this file. And there has been written, but in the same way again. So this file will not be readable by Octave. I can try it, of course, but it won't be of any use, because it says inconsistent number of columns, which is completely right. And now, by the way, I see that this is correct, although not in the correct place. But I am now very curious if that is even necessary. Because the columns, the number of columns are okay. What I can also do, of course, is try to put the number of columns per block, per if statement, in 3 columns, because it's only every time 3 data that are 3 columns of data that are being used. Like here, it's potmeter 1, output value 1, and AVR value larger than 500. So in that respect, it's here sensor value, analog out, it's output value 2, and it's output value 1. So I could do it like that. Maybe, just maybe, that will work. And then have that for all, so all the program. And maybe that works. Now let's get everything working with putting data into it. And this one is not really working. So with the correct screwdriver, let's get this one to work. Why isn't that one working? It's working,
and stopping. How do I get better lighting? I don't know. Alright. It does work and stops. The data is still going on. And stops and works. Well, okay, never mind. Let it be for now. And it is actually adding up. Actually, it does. Last time, it was very problematic to get anything into the file for some reason. So now I have double 17 and 740. See, now it does work. Alright. So that's another mystery. Why does it work one time and why doesn't it the other time? Two more questions for now. Alright. Let's change the algorithm to get anything I want into a file readable by Octave. But I won't do that while recording to save time. And then while editing and changing the algorithm, like I have done here now with data is sensor output and NTC value, and here I put them all together. So then I come here and what do I see? Very inconsistent and giving a problem. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So if I would put then I don't even use this part which I already just commented out. So either I leave one out or I have a problem with writing my data to the file because then I have an inconsistent number of columns. And my feeling says leave this last one out. What does it give me? Well, arbitrary 3 is mapping of pop into 2. Then this one, sensor value 2, which is pop meter 2. Is that so? Yes, it is. And then I have X-ray 3 and a lot more. Oh yeah, this one and application. So very nice to have as much data into a log file as possible, but if I want to read it in here, then I am set with a problem, and I already have a data log on the system. So let's say I am still copying this one again. Yes, and for that reason I have added the ASCII parameter, so it is an ASCII inconsistent number of columns, which is entirely correct. And because 4 is not the same as 1 or 2 or whichever. And here you can see once again this is column 1, column 2, column 3, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 1, column 1, column 1. etc. And Octave is very precise about it. Anyway, I need to make a decision about it. All data I want to have, or be okay with Octave, then I will have to go with Octave. Alright, so now I have actually removed some of the data inputs just to test if things go right. This is actually no data, so hopefully when I remove the data log now it gets written correctly. So who knows? Giving it input. And I should not look at this, I should look at, and this is not going right. Not right at all. And what am I seeing? Oh, here is some data being written, and that was not, of course. Oh, I haven't uploaded it yet. Where? I am missing something. That will be here. Now it's compiling, and it helps when you compile and upload before you redo things. Right in Flash, and waiting for it done. Make it stop. Is okay. Done uploading. Quit this one. Remove. Less. And no such fault working. Okay. So I'm starting the monitor again. Forward. That's it. Now it has immediately created this one. So let's give it data. And let's see if things actually work out. And then I have to admit it doesn't. Not really. This should be on the new line. Let's see, where did I go wrong? Out of value 3. Oh, I will probably have to put /n into the data. Yeah, like I did here. /n. For new line. So here a new line. Anywhere else? Yes. Here a new line. And do it again. Almost there. Yep. Remove the data log again. Now, let's see if we have data. And yes, we have data. and in 3 columns. Now, is this enough for Octave to be read in? That's a big question. So I quit this, open a new one, and now the trick is how to copy that. This should be alright. Yes, I have. Go here. Inconsistent number of columns near line 2. Why is that? Top. Alright, go to the top. Near line 2. Let me exit this one. Oops, wrong. Go here. Hit this, and it says near line 2. Well, I am here at the very top, and I see no inconsistency. So, apart from restructuring all this, I have still a problem. Not solved. Ouch. So, what next?
Alright, last part for this episode. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get something into Octave. Code is better, and I did see that I can get much more data into it, because instead of 5 I noticed that one part had even 6 data additions. So anything can still be possible, but the warning of Octave that an inconsistent number of columns in line 2 where there's nothing, to my knowledge, that makes it unlikely. Anyway, last moment for this experiment as well. For now then, let me remove this one again for this one. Does it give even a little bit of light? I can't see it. And even with a little bit of light, then this probe, or should I give this one? Nope. This one comes straight, and I'm talking about here. Let me put the camera on it a bit better. So this wire is coming straight from the transistor and straight coming here, given the probe, and that's the purple line, and it still gives hardly any signal to see. Both are running full speed, and oh right, they are running full speed because I quit the monitor. So I will enter it. Give some food, and you immediately notice a difference. Alright, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment, very much appreciated. You can also follow me on Instagram. Please like and leave a comment, or on Twitter, retweet like and leave a comment. Please donate to keep videos coming to you. Much appreciated. You can also become a patron and have your name mentioned depending on the pledge you make. More info, please see my website. And this is going to be continued. For now.